Greetings, YouTube! If you think there's an extra pep in my step with that greetings, YouTube, it's because there is. As many of you know who've been following my channel, Gambit is by far my favorite X-Men ever. This goes all the way back to like the early 90s when I used him to play a Super Nintendo game in which he was so good, and then he was even better in the 1990s X-Men cartoon show. And I just have always thought, if you can do cool things with throwing cards, that is amazing. That concept, whoever thought of that as the comic book designer, and I'm sure I have so many faithful Marvel historians out there who can tell me exactly who, just genius. He is the perfect comic book character and Marvel Contest of Champions champion. And I remember when Gambit came out years ago, there was so much hype because so many people agreed with me that he was amazing. And he came out, and I'm not saying he was terrible, but he wasn't fun to play with. He was kind of boring. He didn't give us those beautiful, huge yellow crit numbers that we're looking for, and his utility was like the release of the canceled Gambit film, Beyond Limited. So, we have the Gambit Champion Spotlight, and it is now in the literal cards for Kabam to buff this champion. So, we've got his bio. We know he's gifted with the power to supercharge objects he touches with powerful kinetic force. And we also know that Gambit is coming back into the contest with a new stun stacking special smashing style, which sounds like an internet phrase. Use your prowess to deal some huge special damage. We were just talking about those big yellow numbers. And stack your stuns to lower the opponent's combat power rate and regen rate, which kind of makes me think of, a poor man's Void. All right, so we've got the base health, the 3-star, the 4-star. I'm so glad that Kabam is now doing the 5 and 6-star in these because they used to just mainly give us the 4-star, and that was not ideal. He's still the mutant class. Shocker there. Basic abilities: prowess, concussion, flak jacket, stun, anti-thorns. Yes, Gambit's updated kit now lets him counter thorns by ignoring the damage he would take from thorns type abilities. Screw you, Korg! I'm calling you out. I still hate fighting Korgs. I don't care that I don't do Alliance War anymore. I still hate it. So yes, screw you, thorns. This guy's just a rose. Special damage. Gambit has got a huge amount more prowess now, as well stacking his prowess faster for stronger specials than ever before. Bleed resistant. Gambit's flak jacket lets him ignore 100% of incoming bleed debuff damage, letting him be a reliable counter to any bleeds you may run into. I don't know how much that makes sense, but I'll take it. Weaknesses. Stun immune. Gambit's utility relies a lot on him being able to stun. Let's be honest, if you're fighting stun immunity, it's a weakness for a lot of champions, not just Gambit. Running the stun immune is going to have him struggle with applying his regeneration and combat power rate reductions. Nullify. Gambit's damage is heavily based on his prowess. Running into an enemy that has the ability to nullify, which, let's be honest, we're talking a lot about mystics here. Or remove your buffs often is going to lower his damaging abilities. I'm so excited for these updates. I really want an excuse to take my Gambit to rank 5. And now I have one. Abilities: blocking. Gambit charges his weapons while holding block, gaining kinetic charge every 0.4 seconds. Kinetic charges build up more slowly as Gambit accumulates more of them. Max charges 10. The developer note says Gambit has the same base timer for building his kinetic charges, but they do not slow down nearly as much, and he should be able to hit the cap of 10 much faster now. Well, thank you, developer note. When charging a heavy attack, Gambit cashes out, converting his kinetic charges to prowess buffs, each increasing special damage by 40% for 16 seconds. I'm guessing that's going to come in handy and maybe make him an incursions MVP in some cases too. I'm always looking forward to taking people into incursions. Note that Gambit's prowess is gained on charging a heavy attack instead of hitting it. You can parry, heavy charge, and cancel it into a special attack. This works great with his stun stacking abilities. Can't wait to see that. Stun. Each stun debuff on the opponent reduces regeneration rate and combat power rate by 40% while active. All stun debuffs currently on the opponent are paused for the duration of Gambit's special attacks. That's also really smart. Developer note. Combine Gambit's new abilities found here with his on-heavy charge prowess and parry to stack stuns and tons of damage against your opponent. Medium, heavy, special 1, and special 2 attacks. These attacks utilize a burst of kinetic energy, reducing the amount of damage the opponent can deal with passive effects when being struck by 100% for 0.2 seconds. I'm going to believe I understand what that means and move on. Oh, this is the exact same implementation as Omega Red, and we do love Omega Red. Flak Jacket. Gambit begins each fight with a Flak Jacket charge, which is lost once Gambit has taken 15,394.5 attack damage. Tech Champion's attack damage counts double for this purpose. While Flak Jacket is active, Gambit gains plus 1,400 armor rating and incoming bleed effects suffer negative 150% potency. I didn't know you could go more than negative 100%, so that's pretty cool. Against non-combat physical attacks, the Flak Jacket provides an additional 1,400 armor rating and critical resistance. Can I get one of these Flak Jackets just for myself? Because it seems like a good thing to walk around downtown with, especially in the winter. Bleed resists as well as armor and critical resistance are going to leave the new and improved Gambit stronger than ever. Special attacks if the opponent does not have an armor up buff. All hits gain a plus 20% ability accuracy. Special attack 1, 85% chance. I gotta be honest, I really do prefer when it's just 100% chance. So we'll see if that 15% chance actually comes into play when you don't have it work. But 85% chance to inflict a 2.5 second stun debuff is awesome, especially with the right masteries to extend that even more. Special attack 2 has an 85% chance. Again, what's with the 85% chance? Just make it 100. Reducing ability accuracy by 85% for 13 seconds. Potency of this effect is affected by class relationships, aka not as well against tech. Special attack 3. This attack has an 85% chance. Bring it to 100 to inflict up to 2 5-second stun debuffs. That's pretty significant. And then signature ability, Ragin' Cajun. Time to eat some spicy shrimp. Just kidding. Just made that up. Prowess buffs now also grant Gambit plus 110.74 critical damage rating each. Additionally, his Flak Jacket is upgraded to allow it to observe an additional 6,157.8 attack damage before breaking. Synergy bonuses. All champions gain plus 130 armor rating with his friends. Romance, power gain, rogue, all champions, perfect block chance, enemies. All champions gain a plus 155 critical rating. So those using Magneto or Apocalypse, that'd be kind of cool. And then all champions gain a plus 4% health and attack rating of Professor X. Recommended masteries, precision, up your crit rating to get some lucky crits. Petrify, pair Petrify with Gambit stun stacking to lower the opponent's regeneration rate even further. Anytime you're dealing with a reduction of regeneration, you definitely want to make Petrify a good maxed out friend. I kind of wish his masteries had been tweaked a little more, but you know, I'm not trying to be a complainer here. Overall, I think he's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not saying he's going to be what the developer talked about in some cases with Omega Red. I still think Omega will be better than him. I'm still thinking a lot of mutants will be better, particularly Magneto. But at the same time, it's unrealistic for every champion to be OP. You just want to have a champion that's good enough to where you're excited to bring them into something like Incursions or at least the arena. And Gambit has really struggled in the past with having somebody be excited to pull him, which is a shame given how popular he is in the X-Men universe. I'm excited as I've ever been to see a buff of a champion because I am biased as hell toward my love of Gambit. How do you feel now knowing that these buffs are coming? Are you excited about them, or do you think that they will not be that exciting? Either way, please comment and let me know. And thanks as always for clicking on this video and supporting my Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube channel. Have a great rest of your weekend, YouTube.